Hi, I'm Valerie Luther from Creative Concepts. We're an interactive public relations firm helping people communicate both online and offline. And we are also the presenters of the Business Smart Tools Conference, which is a conference helping the business professional figure out what's going on online. And we're here with Mike Dunn today, who is VP of Interactive Media at Hearst. And we're going to start off by saying, hey, Mike.
Hey, Valerie.
Hearst Interactive has had their hand in a lot of interesting purchases and involvement in some cool companies, and we want to know what's going on.
So we have multiple divisions at Hearst, and we're the venture arm of the corporation. We invest in companies, we acquire companies. So it's pretty diverse. It's a corporate group, sort of like a think tank, that allows us to have a focus for how we go out and invest or acquire companies that don't fit into either newspapers, broadcast stations, and magazines.
Okay. What are the top criteria for deciding who and what you're going to invest in?
The first aspect is they've got to be able to be at the right maturity level. Series B type companies already showing some revenue and some potential and fitting into a niche that we're looking at that's media related. And we get into these investments for two reasons. One is to gain knowledge and bring knowledge back to the corporation, and the other is for economic gain. So we invest in a company that we believe our help will help them, and we believe that over time they will mature and bring back a profit to the company.
In today's world, there are a lot of people who believe that they can't access social media, the social networks, the blogs, the videos online, because it's too tech-based, it's too technical, they don't know how to do it. But we actually think otherwise.
Yep. There's two different aspects. One is the technology behind a lot of these social media tools. So if you're going to create your own blog, there's varying degrees of tools that you can utilize. You can go out to Six Apart and get a live journal, or go to Google and get a Blogger account, and you really don't have to do too much. You can just start blogging. In today's world, let's say with iPhones, you can take a photo, throw it up to Flickr very easily. You don't have to be technically inclined to do that. The barriers to entry are just very minimal.
What's some advice to, let's say, a small to medium-sized company who wants to enter the social media arena and they don't quite know the most effective way to do that?
The first thing is to start participating. Start reading blogs that interest you or in your space. So your competitors, if they have them, your partners, people that are commenting about your industry, and then get a good RSS reader like a Google Reader and start subscribing to those. And then you'll get the flow of content coming in a social or communal way, because that's the way blogs work. Blogs allowed you to have comments, trackbacks, all these things that allowed you to interact. And then the next step beyond that were all the social networks. Go look at Twitter and see if that's something that interests you. It's a rolling conversation that's sort of a slice of life and stream of consciousness type of communicating. Get onto Facebook, get onto Twitter. Start using simple tools like Delicious, some of the Yahoo tools, Delicious, Flickr, things like that. Those all have communities around them. And you can get immersed in them and start to understand them before you start putting your investment in from a business side, deciding how you want to become involved in that. And then as you learn and as you go forward, you can start posting video to Blip or Blip TV, or start posting video to YouTube. You know, it's sort of, you just sort of test stuff out. Some things are right for you, some things aren't. That's the cool part about what's going on right now, is there's a lot going on. I'm using Seismic, which is a video approach to Twitter, where you post a video up and then other people post replies. Some people I see on there all the time. They're, posting hundreds of videos a day, I suppose. I tend to drop by every once in a while, and it's how much time you have and how much involvement you want to have. But the ease of doing it, every Apple computer comes with an iSight webcam on it, just built in. Mm-hmm. So you can be posting video immediately, and the user interface of all these tools are improving so often. It's shrinking the world. That's part of the part I like the best when it comes to social media. Is I have friends I've never met, but I view them as friends in Australia, in Europe. We interact online, and if they happen to be swinging by a part of the world that I'm in, then we'll meet up and have a coffee or something. But
it's great. It does. It brings down all sorts of barriers. global becomes really your neighborhood.
These are very low cost, low effort undertakings. But once you start, you really can't stop. Like if you start a blog, you need to keep blogging. If you're going to have a corporate voice that you put out through a blog, blogs are the simplest, most straightforward today, and you can put all sorts of media on it, video, audio, whatever. You can't put, as a company, you can't put your point of view out there, one time a month. You pretty much have to decide this is something you're going to do on a go-forward basis, and you can't go through the process of having, lawyers and PR. It's got to be more real voice or just straightforward without having to go through a whole bunch of checks and balances. There are some companies I see that are doing that, and it shows. Always be truthful, always be very transparent, who you are, what you do. Don't ever try to be anonymous, because you can never be anonymous.
Right.
And use your own true voice the same way you would in a normal conversation. And the one thing I tell my teenagers, and I tell everybody in business, whatever you put on the internet stays around forever. So don't think you can put it out there and erase it later. It's going to be around forever.
That's good. Mike Dunn, VP of Hearst Interactive. And thank you for contributing to the Business Smart Tools videos. And please go to businesssmarttools.com to see more of our video library and all the movers and shakers in emerging technology. This is Valerie Luther for Creative Concepts. Thank you.